So in conclusion, amongst a lot of other things, I just feel like I'm going to be single forever. Not because of me not choosing men, but because men not choosing me. Because clearly,
men do not want to hear the facts of why they can't find a good woman, because they're not searching for a good woman, they're searching for a hot woman.
You ever know someone who's like really frustrated about the dating world? It might be yourself, maybe a friend who's like done with it because it's too hard. It's meant to be hard.
Fellas, start signing up for these events. Start going to these events. I like these events because it makes it easy to approach someone, and it makes it easy for someone to approach you.
Man walks into a mixer. All the women turn their nose up at him and turn their backs to him and start talking to him.
Dating is hard. It's complicated, okay? Because you have to, it's hard to come across someone that just checks all the boxes. So, okay, now you have to just try to back up and not settle.
I have a theory, the more healed you are, the harder dating gets. Because suddenly you can see through everything.
Well, I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend.
I'm starting to think men were created to be with men.
I'm going to another singles event, and this is my outfit. The skirt is Seven for All Mankind. The top is House of Harlow. The bow is Amazon. The little bow socks are Amazon. The boots are from Nordstrom Rack. And the dog is from The Pound.
A 10, but he's short. A 1. 7.
He's like a 6.
He's a 6.
I go with a 5. 3.
You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world. I swear to God. Listen, I'm not shaming people for their looks, but I am though.
Single events where singles go to meet other people are the worst, because that's pretty much just the leftovers and the completely hopeless people that have zero values and zero standards, you know. They just go there in hope that they find someone that they can date. You know, single groups, single Facebook groups, single markets, dating apps, like all of these things are where these singles with no standards go to and never get anything. That's the worst place to meet high quality women.
And here's the update. I did not meet my husband. Honestly, I feel like the event was pretty poorly organized. Like, everyone was kind of just in a room, and I don't know, there was just like no natural mingling going on. There was also no music. The drink situation was also kind of just like pre-made pictures of margaritas. Another thing, but this one I kind of expected, there were just so many more women than men. Like, it is New York City, and it's also a ticketed dating event, so I feel like that kind of lends itself to being more female heavy. Also, everyone just seemed really young, and from talking to a couple of the guys, they were definitely like slightly younger than me. I'm 28, they were like 27, I think, which I know it's like kind of the same age, but I feel like historically I've only dated people that are older than me, so read into that what you will.
Going to a singles event has got to be the worst place you can go to find a husband. And no wonder why there wasn't as many men there at the event. That's because most men think it's a waste of time. And some of these women that go there are just looking for an ego boost. Not worth it.
Because online dating is an absolute dumpster fire mess, I decided last week to go to a speed dating event. Every person was really nice, easy to talk to, and I had a lot of fun. But honestly, I didn't really feel a big spark or romantic connection with any of the guys. Basically, they give you a scorecard and you check yes or no next to everyone's name and then hand it in to the event organizers at the end of the night. And if you both check yes, you'll be emailed with each other's contact info. I did check yes for a couple of guys, but I did not match with anybody.
I went to a speeding event last night with my friend just for fun, and honestly, it was the most horribly painful experience ever. The most attractive guy there, in my opinion, was wearing slides and looked like he just came back from the beach where he spent the day with his boys. Like, that's how he was dressed. And then when I first walked in, I saw a guy wearing a top hat. And I'm not gonna lie, I was dreading having a conversation with him. But that turned out to be my most interesting conversation. Like, that was the conversation I enjoyed the most. And I left halfway through, so I didn't even talk to, like, all of them. But that was absolutely horrible, and I will never be going again.
This is probably why I'm gonna be single. Forever. Not really by choice. It's not about being insecure. It's about staying the fuck in your lane. Because honestly, when it comes to the whole finding a wife thing, a lot of men want women to cook and clean. And I'm just like, not gonna fucking cook and clean. Cook! Like, I've been eating canned fucking tuna for the past 15 years of my fucking life.
What did you say?
I'm not cooking for myself. Why the fuck am I gonna cook for you? So I get why you would not want to choose a woman like me to be your wife. I don't really look like a wife either. I'm pretty. I get it. Thanks to mom and dad. Shout out to Big G. But like, I am not prim and proper. I'm not gonna be a trophy wife, okay? My hair, highlights. Yeah, that's the most type of upkeep that I do. I don't even shave my legs. I go months without shaving my legs. So I am a DJ, okay? Travel the world. I get paid to party. I'm around men. No one's gonna fucking take me seriously. No man that wants an ambitious woman. They lie. Women with ambition are women that can't be controlled. You have a voice. Your voice gives an opinion. Men don't like women to have opinions. So in conclusion, amongst a lot of other things, I just feel like I'm going to be single forever. Not because of me not choosing men, but because men not choosing me. Because clearly, I just don't make the fucking cut.
I think we can all agree that a good man would be better off without her. She's literally telling you that she's not wifey material at all because of the way she lives her life. In 15 years, instead of learning how to cook, she's been too busy eating canned food. And I don't understand what the whole issue is with cleaning. Does she not clean her home? Hopefully the man she ends up with knows what he's getting into.
Deleted my Hinge in August and I have been so happy without it. Let me tell you, that app just makes me feel like shit about myself. Dating apps used to work for me in the past, but I don't know if it's just that I'm getting older. Meeting someone in the wild is so much better because when you meet in the wild, you have that confirmed attraction to each other, that confirmed interest. Whereas if I go on a Hinge date, the guy might not be attracted to me. He might not like my voice. He might think I'm weird. But if they meet you in person and ask for your number, you're like, okay, word. Like, I don't know if I'll ever go back to Hinge, but it was fun while it lasted.
A single mixer and only women showed up.
And it was in Atlanta.
Are men
Oh,
tired?
God.
Can we finish the question? Can't even get done talking here. Are men tired of y'all shit?
I mean, we're going to let the men start first. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, you tired of our shit?
Men are.
Go on dates. Go on as many dates as you possibly can. Figure out what you like. Figure out what you don't like. Have the awkward small talk and the strange conversations and the terrible first dates and the even worse second dates. Put yourself in those experiences because it will help you fundamentally grow as a person so much. You will learn so much about yourself by putting yourself out there in dates and in comfortable situations. And if it sucks, who cares? It's an experience and you don't have to go out with that person again. But you have to get comfortable putting yourself out there because dating is an uncomfortable thing. And the only way to get comfortable doing it is by doing it.
Another one trying to brainwash women. How about dating with intention for once? Going on these multiple dates will only help you become broke even more. Do not waste your time doing such a thing, fellas.
Well, I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a fishing for love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd. So let's talk about why men are not RSVPing and attending these singles meet and greets. So I read something that said that men are just more spontaneous, they just want to show up, but I don't think that's true because men have no problem buying their season tickets to a football game a year in advance, being on time for their fantasy football event, being at a 7 a.m. golf tee time. So the issue must be that they're just not interested in attending these singles meet and greets. I also read that men don't really like the pressure of meeting a woman in a formal dating experience, and they prefer meeting a woman naturally, like at a bar or a concert. But like, don't we all? Now remember, I chose an event that men love doing. And I get men here every day at my farm fishing. I chose a fishing event because as an event planner, I know that I have to always have something for men to be doing. Men don't enjoy just standing around talking like women do. So that's why I chose fishing as the predominant activity. And yet they still didn't want to come. So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events. Because all I hear is them on social media talking about how lonely they are and how they all want to meet a woman and how much they hate the apps. So what do you think?
Let's talk about why I never paid on the first 3 dates with a man. Now, I know I'm gonna get some heat for this, and I can already hear the haters now saying, that's sexist, women and men are equal now, it's empowering for a woman to pay for her share of the date. Now, you know what's empowering? Knowing my worth, and if a man doesn't think I'm worth a $10 cocktail or a nice dinner out, he is not my man. And this is not about the fact that I couldn't take myself out for a $10 cocktail or a nice dinner, because ladies, you can make your own cash monies, pay for your own ish, be a boss babe at work, and still have a man pay for you on a date, because chivalry is just not Look, I am here for all the feminism and women empowerment, but let me just say this. I will not let a man use feminism as an excuse to be cheap and lazy, because men who are cheap with their money are cheap with their time, their emotions, and their willingness to give to you on a much bigger level than just their wallet. Ladies, you gotta really ask yourself if you're reaching for your wallet on the first 3 dates because you feel like it empowers you, or if you're reaching for your wallet because you feel guilty and deep down inside you don't feel like you're worth a man taking you out. And here's what I'm trying to tell you. You are worth it and so much more. You are worth that open bar tab. You are worth that 5-star restaurant. You are worth those front row seats. So here's what I would do on the first 3 dates with a man when the bill came out. I would stare right at him, not even pretending to flinch from my wallet, because honey, I know my worth, and if he doesn't, well then at least I got a free dinner out of it.
If she doesn't reciprocate the gestures or pay for any dates, you need to let her go. Those types of girls are broke and are only looking to take, and take. They only want equality when it benefits them. This other woman said this: I don't pay for any. Me attending is paying enough for that date. Hair, makeup, nails, outfit, lashes. Yeah, never. Not a single man cares about the fake things you add to your body, lady. No disrespect. In this next clip, you will see this man detailing how he witnessed a man getting embarrassed at a mixer.
Consider this paradigm, if you would. A man walks into a mixer like this, singles mixer. And so he decides to approach his table with a group full of women. And all the women turn their nose up at him and turn their backs to him and start talking to each other. He approaching the next woman and she's like, you too short. Next. Then he walks up to the other woman and she's like, you look like you broke. No. Then he walks up to the next woman and he's like, well, I don't know what it is about it. It's something about him that I don't like. So she rolls her eyes at him and acts disinterested and looks at her phone.
Right, this is beyond embarrassing, but help me pick out which singles event to go to for Valentine's Day. I've just not been dating. I haven't been really putting myself out there, and I need some sort of accountability to get me out there dating again. I've been single for 12 years. I've had situationships, I've had flings, but I've never had a committed relationship. And it's something that I definitely want, so I need to kickstart my dating life because it has been the Sahara Desert. Out here, it has been 0 dates in a really long time. So I want to put myself out there and have you kind of tell me that I need to do this because I have been sitting on the bench and not playing the game.
This woman is a walking red flag. It always amazes me as they get older, they start wanting relationships. She has been single for 12 years of her life, busy with situationships, sleeping with multiple people. She has finally gotten out of her hard girl era and desires a man. These types of women usually don't make for good wives. They're just full of trauma and problems.
So I'm talking to this guy that I met on a dating app. He's about 40 years old, never married, never had kids. He does the lighting for weddings. I love weddings. I think weddings are beautiful. So I'm like gushing over his job and I'm like, oh my gosh, you must have so many great ideas for your own wedding when you're ready to be married. You must have seen some really cool things after attending so many weddings. And I said, tell me some cool things, like what you would want to incorporate in your wedding, like different lights or different, just like I wanted to know. He responds with, I'm having an airtight prenup. excuse me, sir, are you rich? That's exactly what I texted him back. I said, are you rich? He's like, haha, it was a joke. That was a really bad joke. I just started talking to you, 1, and 2. You're talking about a prenup when you probably make way less than me? Like, sir, get your life.
The audacity of this woman. The guy was referencing the 70% divorce rate, and he mentioned prenup because he sees how some marriages are ending. At least that's my interpretation of the joke. By the way, she was the one who asked the man about his wedding ideas he would like to incorporate. But because she didn't like his response, it was a red flag. I'd say that man isn't missing out on anything at all. Even this woman in her comments has something to say, she said. But you asked him about his wedding and you're mad because he gave you a response. This makes no sense. And she responded, I didn't like his response. Period. Absolutely childish.